Alright guys, what is up? Team Mokies B here with my Lightsworn Deck update. Now this Lightsworn Deck is fully blinged out, fully maxed out as far as I can tell. The only thing that I wouldn't really consider completely maxed out would be the enemy controller. It is gold instead of ultra, but to me gold is shinier, so let's go ahead and go with that. This Lightsworn Deck is going to be for sale. I'm going to put the price that I value it at around 600. If you guys want to offer less for it, go for it. Offer what you want for it. Offer deck for deck trades. Offer, you know, $500 cash if you want. If it's good enough, we'll probably take it. We will also do cards and cash, obviously. Just don't offer me decks that are going to get nerfed on the ban list. I did get an offer for an Infernity deck, which it wasn't even trade, I'm not going to lie. But since everybody knows Infernities are going to get raped on the next ban list, it wasn't a good deal. The only other offer I've gotten on it so far that was decent is a Flame Velcat deck, fully maxed out. But I mean, Flame Velcat I really don't like. I just don't like the deck. I mean, I used to like Rekindling and Lightsworn and all that kind of stuff, but just Flame Velcats, I don't know. The tempo is just too weird. So let's go ahead and get on with the deck. I'll go ahead and name off rarities since this deck is going to be for sale. So we have 3 Ultimate Rare Celestia Lightsworn Angels, 2 Ultimate Rare Lyla Lightsworn Sorceress, 2 Super Rare Wulf Lightsworn Beasts. There we go. Macro mode on. Now, these I did send out, I don't know if you saw G-Hopper85's video, but these are going to be custom wolves. I don't know if I want to keep those or add those in with the deck. They're probably going to go in with the deck, but I did trade him cards to customize out my wolves. One of them is going to be colored to look like Wolverine, so it'd be like Wolverine. It's pretty cool, the comic Wolverine. And the other one is going to look like Freddy Krueger. So those are pretty cool. I will have the original 2 wolves, though, so it's up to you whether you want the custom ones or not. 1 Ryko Lightsworn Hunter Super Rare. Now, I really like 1 in this deck just for the simple fact... just for the simple fact that its setting cards is too slow in Lightsworn. I think you really need to get your mill on, so it's good at 1, but yeah. 1 Secret Rare First Dead Ehren Lightsworn Monk. It's really good because a lot of people set cards, not good against Ryko, obviously, but when your opponent sets stupid stuff like, I'm trying to think what they would set, like Dandelions and stuff, when it pops them back to deck, it's, like, awesome. Or Dark Souls, it's really great. It's like, ha, get that Dark Soul, not going in the grave. 2 Honest. Now, this is the only card in the deck that I'm probably not going to include in its current form. The Secret Honest are kind of stolen from my Dimensionally Autos side deck. So, when you guys get the deck, I will probably send the deck out with 2 Ultras, and then I will send off Secrets, or Ghosts, I'm sorry, after I order them. I have Ghosts coming in, but these are not, these specific Ghosts are kind of sentimental to me, so these are not going anywhere. But the deck will include 2 Ghost Honest. 2 Secret Rare First Dead Judgment Dragons. The linchpin of the deck, it's really good, it's really broken, we all know. 1 Jane Lightsworn Paladin, the only really common Lightsworn that is in the deck. 1 Super Rare Slightly Bent Garoth Lightsworn Warrior. He's good, I hardly ever get an advantage off of him, but he's 1850, so he's 15 points over a lot of the common beaters. As you can see here, slightly bent. You can't even really see it. Anyways. Yeah, it's not on the back at all. It's not creased. It's just like, it looks like somebody spilled a little bit of water and then kind of bent it. But yeah. So, 1 Aurkus Lightsworn Druid. It's good. Stops targeting. Good against Glad Beasts. Yeah. 1 Super Sexy Super Rare Lumina Lightsworn Summoner. It's good. It's broke. It's down to 1. Run it. 1 Ultimate Rare Necro Gardna. Now, this one is a little messed up. This one has some wear on it. I don't know if you can see up there, and on the back it's got like a line there. Like, I guess ultis usually have that, but this one does have some play wear on it. It's the way I got it, so kind of have to deal with it. 1 Ultimate Rare Plague Spreader. This one's pretty nice. The only possible mess up you could see on this card would be that right there. See how it's got little white pushbacks? But the guy I got it from said that came out of the pack like that. I don't know if he's, you know, trying to make it look like he's a better trader or not, but I have no idea. Anyways, 1 Tragoedia. The card is really good. If you get dead wolves in hand, like I do all the damn time, you can go ahead and pitch those, steal your opponent's level 4s. You can use this to alter its level to make better use of Plague Spreader Zombie. Gorz. Secret Rare. I do have an Ultra Rare. It is slightly bent. If you want it instead, I don't know why. Gorz Secret Rare is technically higher, so Gorz. The few amount of traps I run are all chainable. The only thing that kind of screws over Gorz is the Call of the Haunted that I run, but Call of the Haunted is too good not to run on this deck, and I'll tell you why once I get there. So, 3 Ultimate Rare Solar Recharge. 1 Secret Rare Charge of the Light Brigade. 1 Super Rare Foolish Burial. 1 Ultimate First Ed Brain Control. 1 Ultimate First Ed Monster Reincarnation. This card is actually good. I was going to run a Gold Sark in here, but since Gold Sark is being reprinted, and in order to technically make it maxed out, I would have to get a SJC one, I was like, screw that. It gets good cards out of Graveyard. Mostly it gets your JD. It could also get your Lumina if you need to. Pitches cards out of your hand that you don't want. And its main importance is to get you back these 2 cards that cannot be brought back in any other fashion. 1 Super Rare Giant Trunade. 1 Hobby League Heavy Storm. 1 Cold Wave. 1 Gold Rare Enemy Controller. Now, a lot of people were questioning Enemy Controller. It gets monsters into grave. If you set your Gardna or you set your Plague Spreader zombie, you can tribute it off and get your opponent's monster. It's really good for summoning Plague, using this card to tribute off Plague to steal your opponent's monster, and then stacking for Plague and sinking with it. Those are the main combos in the deck, but if you have 3 Lightsworns and you need a 4th in there, and your opponent's not killing your cards because they know this, you can econ. It's got a lot of cool combos. It can also protect your monster for Celestia play. If you summon, what's it called? Lyla, break a back row, it's almost always going to be killed next turn because it's got 200 defense, so when your opponent summons a monster and attacks with it, you can switch it to defense and then sack for Celestia next turn. That's why Call of the Haunted is here. This is an ultra rare PSV Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted brings back any Lightsworn monster you want. You can bring back Lumina, pitch card for Lumina to get Wulf or Aurkus or whatever you want, and then once Aurkus is out, you can sack the Lumina that you just used for a Celestia, so you can get Mill on and protect Celestia, and it's good. So it just sets up for better Celestia plays, and you can possibly get back, Lumina for more Lumina plays. Beckoning Light, because it's good, 2 super rare turbo packs. Solemn Judgment, MRD, it's good. It's pretty much staple. Hobby League, Torrential Tribute. 2 common Trapstuns. Trapstun is really good in this deck. A lot of times I've noticed people would be bottomlessing my Celestia or Starlight Roading Celestia. If you're making a Celestia play, go ahead and Trapstun, keep Trapstun until after you've destroyed your cards, because when they change Starlight Road, you can chain Trapstun, and they've wasted it. However, if you're going to make a Judgment Dragon play, you're going to want to Trapstun first. That way you can't get War Charioted or Solemn or any of that. So it's Trapstun. It's good. Run it in Lightsworn. And the last card is Royal Oppression. This is the other card that kind of screws over Gorz, but your opponent, if they're smart, is not going to keep this out for very long. It also combos well with Trapstun, because you could activate Oppression with Trapstun down to negate a opponent's card. Then when you're about to summon your JD, Trapstun, special JD, pay 1,000, it's destroyed. So it's good. Oppression should be running almost all decks nowadays. So we'll go ahead and go to the side deck. Chimeritic Fortress Dragon in Lightsworn, there's no reason to extra deck this card because you don't have Cyber Dragons mained. So just keep it in side deck for when you put in the 2 Cyber Dragons, put that in. 2 Consecrated Lights, because we're Lightsworn and we can get it back. And if you drop Honest on it, it's amazing when you drop an Honest on that with a Dark. 1 Cyber Dragon. 1 extra super rare Ryko Lightsworn Hunter, 1 extra super rare Aurkus Lightsworn Druid, 2 Fiend Comedian to get, it's better than Crevice in this deck because there's the side effect that you mill, and 2 Royal Decrees for decks that run a lot of traps, that trap heavy, like Infernities or whatever. Now, the extra deck, this deck is not going to come with an extra deck, but because I only have the staple Synchros for 1 deck. Now, this extra deck is sharing the same extra deck as my Quick Draw, so we'll just go over that extra deck again. Iron Chain, Colossal Fighter. Now these next 4 are impossible to make in this deck, but we got a Drill Warrior, a Junk Archer, a Nitro Warrior, and a Junk Destroyer. Impossible to make in this deck, but like I said, it shares an extra deck. 1 Stardust Dragon, a Turbo Warrior, so there's another one that's impossible to make. Catastor, Brionic, Goyo, oh no you, Mistworm, Ancient Fairy, Black Rose, Blackwing Dragon. This deck, I'll probably include the Mistworm because Mistworm is one of the synchros that is only really good in this deck, as far as all the decks that I have anyway. This deck is really fun to play. I haven't actually played it since I've made it, which is weird because I was the one who insisted that our team make it. My teammate, Albert, has played it several times and has topped every time he's played it. So thanks, guys. Offer us from our wants, and peace.